Hi guys, welcome back to a brand new piercing video. Hello everyone, how are you all doing? What is the tea? What is the Darjeeling? So today we're here for a strange, different kind of video. Well, not really strange, but different kind of video than normal. I am going to be doing a new piercing look, and I've decided, because of your requests, to do an all rainbow look. So in today's video, I will be changing all of my 27 piercings into rainbow jewelry. Now, technically, it's oil slick. It's like that sort of like rainbow iridescent look that, you know, when oil, you see like oil on the floor and it's all like rainbow-esque. So what I'm going to be doing is starting off with my facial piercings, and then I will move on to my ears. Little sort of reminder though, if you are new, subscribe. I do videos every single week. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos that are coming up. Like the video and leave some comments. It all helps me out on the algorithms. Thank you for all of your love and support over the last few years. You have been incredible. But anyway, let's not be around the bush and get straight on to this rainbow jewelry. Oh, yeah. So, first of all, let's start off on my nose piercings. Now, so some of you may have noticed, I actually haven't been wearing, like, anything in this one. I just had, like, my little flat back. I took it out ages ago because I was washing my face, and I took these out just to, like, help me wash my face better. I accidentally lost the ball that was on the end of this little tiny bar. It's a 1.2 millimeter, really small, so I ended up losing it, but doesn't matter anymore because we've got some new ones. So what I'm going to be doing on this one is changing it into just a ball on the end. It's been a long time since I've had a ball on the end. I've been having like spikes for a long time. So I think it's time for a change. So let me just get the right jewelry part. I may have to do one or two of these off camera. I'm not too sure because I don't have like a mirror anywhere. So it's kind of hard to see what I'm doing. But I think with the nose ones, it should be fine to do them here. So I got the new little bars here. You can't really see them because they're so tiny. But this is going to be my nose studs. So I'm going to put my nose ones in first. It can be quite difficult sometimes to find the inside of the piercing. But that one really easy. So we've got one. This feels really weird doing this on camera. I've not like changed my jewelry on camera for such a long time. There we go. I found the thing. It's really hard to do. Oh, hello. Hello! It's really hard to do the nose ones because they're so tiny. So there's one. There's one in. There's one. So let me get the other one. It's stuck in my nose. Come on. Get out! I've got such a big nose. Like, it's stuck inside. There we go. There we go. Wow. I have never in my life been able to put nose piercings in so quick ever. Like, normally it takes me ages to find the hole on the inside. Oh my god, this is so ridiculous. Let me screw this one in. Remember to go clockwise. Is that fine? Yep, that's fine. Okay, there's my noses done. Now we're going to move on to my septum. Gosh, now this is... I've not actually changed this bar. I've had the same bar in for a very long time. It's actually the one that I got pierced with. It was like the perfect shape. Oh my god. So I never changed it. Sometimes with horseshoe bars, you can get them. And this one's actually like perfectly shaped. So what I might end up doing is just putting rainbow studs on the end of them instead of actually like changing the bar, because I know sometimes it can be a little bit annoying because like this one doesn't look like it's as curved as much as it was before. So this is a 10 millimeter horseshoe bar going into my septum. It's also at 1.6. The majority of my piercings are done at 1.6 millimeters. I always forget. I think it's 14 gauge. I always forget what the gauges are compared to millimeters. We do millimeters here in the UK, not gauges. Oh god, that was so... Can I say as well, normally when I take my septum piercing out, putting that back in, it takes me forever. The piercing gods are blessing me today, girls. Screw that on. Sorry, I know this is a bit gross, watching someone like play with their nose. Perfect. Now, I can't really see what it looks like. Got no mirror probably. Oh, it looks alright, actually. It's actually okay. It's actually okay. Now, with my... So, I always get asked what size is this. So, my lip bar is a 1.6 millimeter, of course, but it's also an 8 millimeter horseshoe. However, I purposely bent this myself to make it smaller, so it wrapped around my lip perfectly. So for this case, because you can't really see the bar, I'm actually going to keep the bar itself and just change the studs on the end. I'm really funny about my teeth, so I reshaped it myself to make sure that it didn't hit my teeth. So I've got one of the balls on. Head through. So I'm just gonna put the spike on now. This one's kind of easy to put on and off, so I don't really worry about this one too much. I can also keep my lip piercing out for like 9 hours, and it's absolutely fine. There's that one. Now I'm gonna put the ball here. So I'm just screwing on the ball on my lip piercing. So I don't really know where to start with my ears. I got so many. So I haven't actually decided completely where I want all of them to go yet. So what I'm gonna do is maybe do like bit by bit. Where should we go first? So let's do my earlobe. Okay, so let's just change my earlobe first. We're going to get this one done, just get this out of the way. So I'm going to take this off. So again, this is, I'm changing it back to what they were before. So it's just a 10mm hoop. The spikes are a little bit smaller than what they were, but you know, it doesn't really matter too much. So there's one done. So now we're going to move up to the 8mm horseshoe bar that I have here. Take this one out. This one's going to be a little bit tricky just because it's where it is. There we go. I've got to unscrew. It's really hard. You can't really see what I'm doing at the moment. You have to wait. It's kind of hard to do it on camera. I'm not used to doing this on camera. It just does feel a bit strange. I'm dropping it. Oh, well, that just fell on the floor. Oh, get out of my ear, for God's sake. Jesus Christ. It's like, no, don't leave me. Don't pull me out. Why are you being such an asshole to get out? Oh, my God. So in place of that one, I've got this little special bar here. I don't know if you can really see the brightness. It's hard to show you the brightness of the camera is so bright. So this one is a 8mm hoop, but it's a hinge closed hoop. So it's really difficult to do like segment closed rings or like ball closure rings because without like the actual tools, it's really difficult. So with this one, I just got a hinge, which basically means it's a tiny, tiny hinge here. There's no way you're gonna be able to see it. And it just makes it easier to like put it on and off. So it opens up like this. If you can, can you see it? There, so it kind of like opens up like this, has a little hinge. And then you just close it yourself. So I'm just gonna put that into the one here. Okay, so now we're going to move on to my conch piercing, which is this one. So this is at a 12mm. It's a hoop. People always ask me like how I get the big hoop. This is the 12mm hoop that just sort of goes into my conch and out the other side. I was originally going to get this one punched through as well, like my left, but I decided not to in the end. So I'm literally just swapping it out for the same thing, just as a rainbow color instead. So this one could be a little bit tricky to get back on. I kind of got to do it around like this. This is the only problem. Like you've never really seen like the methods I use to put piercings in and out. So hopefully I can do this relatively easy. Oh no. Okay, that's that one. I actually think this does feel slightly smaller, so maybe I did get a slightly smaller size, although it fits the ear perfectly fine. Maybe I think I might have got a smaller size instead, but doesn't matter, girls. So now we're going to change my anti-tragus piercing, which is the one here. So this one again could be a little bit tricky. So what I do is I push my finger onto the anti-tragus here, and then I just twist out here. Now again, because you can only really see the outside of it, I'm only going to change the outside. Now I will say though that this one is a 6mm cone. But I'm only going to be putting a 5 onto it just because I couldn't find a 6mm in the rainbow. So it's going to be a little bit smaller, but you know, it doesn't really matter. So again, I just put my thumb in the inside, push out the bar, and then put it on. It can be a little bit tricky. I will admit, my anti-tragus piercing has been a bit bitchy now and then. Like this is one of my piercings that I've had for a long time. And then it like tends to be a bit annoying to settle down. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about this piercing, but it does tend to be a bit of a bitch. I don't really know why, but we've done it. So now I'm going to change my rook piercing. Now I'm going to be honest, I'm going to have to do this one off camera because it's like inside here, really difficult to do. So I'm going to be doing this one off camera just because I need to be able to look into a mirror in order to get it out. It's really tricky. It's really tricky. So that literally took me about 10 minutes trying to get them back in. So the bar is actually a little bit bigger than my other ones. So it's a little more tricky to get in because I'm not used to the angles. So my rook was done. Oh God, I got this one done in 2011, I want to say. It was a long time ago. It is done at 1.2mm. This is one of my rare ones that are done in a slightly smaller size. It's 1.2mm, and at the moment it's an 8mm long length bar. I normally have a 6 in it, but again, I couldn't find a 6mm rainbow length. I'm probably going to try and find one in the future, but at the time when I was getting the stuff, I couldn't get an 8mm one. But we've done it now, girls. So now we're going to do my top helix up here. Now I'm still not 100% sure what I'm going to put in there. I'm looking at my stuff down here going, which one shall I use? Which one should I not? So I got this one done when I was with my friend Warren back in 2010. It was 2010 I got that one done. It was kind of one that I kind of wanted to just get. I wanted another piercing at the time and I didn't know what one to get, and I just got my top helix done there. No real reason. I was like, I just want a piercing there. Why not, girl? So I think I'm going to put this spiral bar on the top. So let me just do this. Again, it's really kind of hard to see because of the light, but it's like a spiral because it's like a little spiral. We're going to put that one in that one. I just realized as well, I actually got one just below it. I forget what I've got. I've got another one here as well, just like normal helix as well. I'm going to take this one out at the same time just to save time. But this is another one that I got. A lot of my piercings I kind of got in really quick succession back in back in the early days. And I forget exactly what the routine was for them all. So I will admit some of these are a little bit smaller than I was expecting. The actual cones, because it's been such a long time since I've bought piercing jewelry. Some of the cones at the end were I thought they were 3, 4, 5mm were one size bigger. So I thought all the 3s were 4s and 4s were 5s and 5s were 6. In my mind, that's how big they were. Some of these smaller ones here, I wanted this to be more like this size. So this is a 5, this is a 4. Now I thought when I ordered them that the 4 millimeters was the 5. Like, it said 4 millimeters, but in my mind, it was as big as the 5 ones. Like, I forgot, you know, it's been such a long time. Am I making sense? So I don't know exactly, like, where the piercing hole is. Is that it? I think I found the hole. Oh, there we go. There's the hole. Right. Wonderful. So that's there. Oh, it's a bit of a tight fit, but it's fine. That should be all right. This is a really tricky one to do. I'm trying to get the ball on the end. Where is it? Where's the hole? Where's the end? This is the end. I ordered this because I was like, oh, well, I've never really worn one of these before. I remember trying to put one in, like, I remember trying to put one of these in like ages and ages ago, but I never did in the end. It stopped while I was doing it, as you can see. It was a real struggle. There we go. Now, I think that's okay. I can't see it, so I don't have a mirror. So it's there. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm not 100% sure how I feel about that. I might move it later. I might put it into my earlobe. I feel like it doesn't fit very well. I don't think it fits up there very well. I am going to do these on top ones in a minute, but again, I'm going to have to go off camera to do them because they're kind of tricky to get, like, because they're so close together. It's really tricky to do, so I'm going to do them off camera. So we're going to move on to my left ear now. So a few things just happened. Annoyingly, so I just went to go and change my vertical helix piercings at the top here, on the top here, which is really cool. Now, I don't, originally I bought 3 bars to go here, here, and here, like along these 3. But the thing is, these 2 kind of frame the middle one quite well. So I'm actually just going to keep the middle one as it was before. There was already a rainbow bar on the top. So these like 2 side ones frame it really well. So I'm just going to kind of keep it like that. Now, when I came back, I changed a few piercings. I changed a few. I did my, I put like a horseshoe bar here. Now, unfortunately, I do not have a rainbow plug to put in here. I couldn't find one that was in rainbow, and I didn't want to like just buy any old shitty thing. So I'm going to leave that as silver, but I have put a rainbow horseshoe bar through it like I would normally do. And then I've also changed these 2 here, these next ones here on my Helix. Now, I was actually filming it, but stupidly, didn't reset the recording of my audio on, so I don't have me. I don't want to like take them out and redo it. That's weird. So these I've just done a few extra ones, but we're going to carry on. So we're going up to my 3rd helix piercing up here now, and we're going to be putting a like another hinge bar in that. I also took off all my rings. It was really difficult trying to do this with my rings on because they're so big. As I was trying to do this, they were kind of like just making too much space between. So I took my rings off just for ease. Yes, I don't remember the exact time I got a lot of these like ones on my Helix because I got these all in kind of like quick succession with each other. Not to a stage where it was problematic because you know you can only do like 3 in one sitting. I've never got like, there's only been 2 occasions where I got more than 1 piercing done in one time. God, this one's annoying to get back in. Jesus, get in. What are you doing? Get into the ear. What are you doing? What are you doing? Come on. There we go. That was really weird. That was a really tight one. It does feel weird taking out piercings again after so long because like when I used to work in Morrison's, I used to have to take a lot of them out. But then I was like, no, I'm not taking them out anymore. You have to just... Fuck you! So now up to the top helix. So this is, again, just another 10mm bar. Again, 1.6 gauge. So on Thursday, I have a rather interesting video going live. It's about a topic that I never thought I'd ever have to make a video about, but it's something that I've had to kind of like deal with over the past like year. I don't want to give too much away, but it involves someone who kind of like took their love for me a little bit too far. So this is the top one. But it's always, yeah, it was always really strange when I had to like go to work and I had to take some of them out because I would leave them out all day and like my ears would like never close over. I feel like I might just have a good body for them. I don't know, like they never seem to like close that quick. But there's that top one done. So now I've got the 2 vertical ones here. I'm just gonna put this like barbell up here. So annoyingly again, I'm kind of running out. I thought I ordered more than what I actually have. So I'm just gonna have to put this like one up here, but I think this is gonna look too small. I feel like this is just gonna look a bit stupid. I feel like it kind of just looks a bit stupid. Oh no! Oh no! I ordered too little. I didn't order enough. But I made the decision to kind of sacrifice this one for now and just have one of the bigger spikes up here because it kind of looked a bit stupid. So I might just leave this one like this for now and not change it because I don't really want to like sacrifice like because it did look a bit weird having like, the smaller spike up here. So now I just want to change my tragus piercings. Now, oh god, again, I don't really remember exactly when I got my tragus piercings done. One of them I got done back when I lived in Devon and the other one I got done when I lived in London. Because you can't really see the bars, I'm just going to keep the bars and just change the balls on the end. So there's the left one done. So yeah, they're both done at 1.6 millimeters. Now, originally, I had my left one done at 1.2. I asked it to be 1.2 because of where it was, so it's 1.2 millimeters. Now, I was at work, and I had to take it out for work, because at the time, they were still being a bit bitchy about it. And when I finished work, I forgot to take, so I had like a little bag that was in my locker, and I had like the piercings in, and I forgot to take it home with me, and I had no other 1.2 millimeter bars, and I couldn't go back to work because it was the store was closed at this point. So I basically had to force through a 1.6. It actually went through pretty much like without any real sort of like effort, but I was like, I accidentally sort of like stretched my tragus piercing one size up, not necessarily wanting to, but you know, I didn't want the piercing to close, but I ended up getting the right one done at 1.6 because of that reason. So I was like, I want them to be the same, but I did get my I've dropped so many on the floor. So I did get my right one done. I think it was 2016. I got it done at Extreme Needle a long time ago now. I do like my tragus piercings. It's right, like there's not many piercings I have that's like on the left and the right at the same time. So like I've got both my Rooks pierced. I got both my traguses pierced. Obviously earlobe, and there's a couple Helix ones, but like most of my piercings are not like the same. These balls are a little bit smaller as well, so I'm gonna have to order a couple bigger ones for this. So we're looking good so far. Now I need to quickly go off camera because I need to do my forward Helix and my Rook piercing on this side. They're a little bit tricky to do without actually having a mirror, so I'm going to go and just change them and I'll be back. So I am back. I've just changed my forward Helix piercing into a horseshoe bar. Now it is a tiny bit too small. I think it needs to be a little bit bigger, like the spikes on the end are a little bit too small, so I'm going to have to replace them. So this is the final look that I will be doing for now. Hi everyone, hello, it is future Roly here for you. Hello girls, what's the tea? So, I've just been rewatching this video and I've been editing it together. And on like the edit, I've just noticed that you can't really see the rainbow like effect piercing very well. I don't really know why. I'm hoping that this time coming on with natural light and not my stage lights, you might be able to tell a little bit more. But it is really cool, like the rainbow effect is really nice. It does look really cool. I don't really know why it's being funny. You can't really tell very well, but in person, in real life, it's really rainbow. The all slick look, it looks really cool. I did make one or two changes. I took out all the facial ones and I put them into my ears. So my upper lobe here and this Helix one is a bit bigger, which is nicer. I managed to get my Rook piercing done on my left side. I cut out the video, but I could not get my Rook piercing out on my left side for ages. I don't know why. And like I put a couple bigger spikes up here and stuff. So I have kind of like fiddled around a little bit since I filmed that video a couple days ago. But yeah, it does look really cool. The rainbow effect is really nice. I don't know why it's not showing that well on camera. I don't know how to combat this. No matter what I do, nothing seems to work. I will put some photos up here in hopes that maybe like taking photographs can maybe do it a bit better. But it looks so good. I'm so happy with this. I absolutely love it. Yeah, but for some weird reason, the rainbow sort of oil slick effect just doesn't seem to work that well on camera. Now, I will say, first of all, this ear is cool. I love the way this ear looks. I think it looks so good. I'm not changing my daith piercing just because I cannot get that in and out myself. So I'm going to have to get someone else to do that. But I absolutely love it. I think this is a really cool ear. I really love it. This ear, I will say, I do like it. However, I definitely need everything just a little bit bigger. Because all the spikes and stuff are smaller than what they were, I feel like it makes my ear look empty. I feel like this ear, compared to what it was before when it was in the silver, I just feel like it looks empty. It's definitely looked fuller. So definitely going to have to go and get some like bigger jewelry for this one. But I actually really love it. I didn't really know how I was going to feel about this. I was like, am I going to like it? Am I going to hate it? I love it. But yes, I just want to change everything just to be a little bit bigger. But ultimately, I do really love it. I do think it looks really cool. Definitely this ear. Like this ear looks so cool. I just absolutely love it. Yeah, I just want everything just a little bit bigger. But again, it's trial and error with this kind of stuff. I think a lot of the time you don't really know what it's going to look like until it's in your ear. But I think at the moment I am really happy. I will be keeping it like this for a while. But I do really hope you have enjoyed this video. I know it's a little bit different than normal, but I wanted to try something a little bit fun, have a little bit of a change around. So I've had the silver piercings for like what, a year and a half now. So you know, why not change? Have a little bit of a different look. So what do you think about the rainbow piercing? Do you think it's a look, or do you think I should like puke? Is it a Luke or puke, girls? Little side note, I am currently stretching my left conch punch. I'm putting it up to an 8mm. Stretching cartilage is a whole new game. I'm not really like videoing or recording it just because it's such a long, like it's taking me like a year to get to one size up because it's like cartilage and you've got to stretch it so slowly. So difficult, but I am stretching it. It's at a 7 at the moment. So it originally started at 6. I got it done a long time ago. I stretched it. God, just before like the first lockdown that we had last year. And now I'm going to be stretching at 8. Stretching cartilage is a whole new game. It's really, really difficult, but that's happening, so I'm excited about that. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like button, subscribe. I do videos every single week. And a massive shout out to my gorgeous patrons whose names you can see on the side here. Thank you for being my top tier patron. You guys are incredible. Make sure you do come and hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, all that stuff. I do things all the time. A massive shout out to my top tier Patreons: Austin Filden, Booster Shot 93, Cassie Hill. I'm pre-filming this video, so I don't actually know who's going to be my top tier patrons. That's why I'm not actually moving my mouth. Quan Pemberton, Chill Herman, Christopher John, Robbie, Demetri Tuttle, Gay Driftloom, Heather Prissy, James Burgess, Johnny Rocker Edin, Caitlin Wright, Kelly Bowser, Chloe Louise, Lucy Robbins, Chris, Samuel Patterson, Savannah Truten, Sevritech, and Sus Mac. Thank you so much for being my top tier patrons. You are incredible. Thank you. Lots of love to you. And yes, like, comment, subscribe, all the good kind of stuff. I'll see you soon for another fabulous video. Be fast, amazing, be gay, be everything you want to be, and don't let any bitch tell you that you can't be you. Why is that? Because you are flawless, Gail.